I've known Maureen pretty much all my life. I grew up in the neighborhood where she lived and raised her kids, and knew her even before I knew what she did for a living. When I was in junior high, Maureen was my mentor in a program called Upper Bound, and Upper Bound was a program for inner city children at the time and young adults. And it was to make sure that young children like myself, who grew up in Lancaster City, would go on to college. And so she tutored me in math and in English. And she didn't want me to remind her of that years later once I got into the workforce. But yes, Maureen, you were my mentor when I was very young, and I appreciate that and appreciate everything you've done for this community.
Well, I think Maureen's a very unique person, and she's had a great influence on many different people in the community, in particular women and young girls. And I think over her tenure at the YWCA, and I think at least 25 years, you've seen a lot of changes that has taken place, especially when it goes in terms of the racial justice, obviously sexual assault, violence against women, and just women issues in general. It's becoming very clear that it stands on its own and it's a purpose.
The words I would use to describe Maureen are dedication, steadfastness. She's always been there to speak out and to speak up about any issues where women have been disenfranchised.
I've always been amazed at Maureen's ability with all the funding level changes that take place, from grants, from operating revenue to charitable giving. She has consistently always operated the Y in a very fiscally sound fashion. And you put that in context with the endowment fund, and it would have been very easy for Maureen over the years to want to reach in, come to the trustees and say, hey, I'm a little short, can I have some extra money this year? To my knowledge, it never happened. And the Y has benefited year after year from that kind of thinking and planning.
Well, what I would say to Maureen is that, first of all, I am really glad you are where you are. You're able to retire on your terms, and I'm not saying I'm not mad at you because you're leaving, but you deserve your retirement, and I wish you the best. You certainly have been an inspiration to me. I've learned a lot from you, and I hope we'll be able to keep in touch over the years. God bless.
Maureen, I was proud when I was asked to come say something on your behalf. I didn't hesitate. I'm so honored to be able to speak a few words to you. I'm proud of your work, and I know that we'll hear more about you. So again, thank you for your dedicated service to this community, and thank you for being my mentor.
Maureen, your retirement has been very well earned, and you have completed an extraordinarily successful career running the YWCA. I wish you nothing more than great health, surrounded by family and friends as you move into the next stage of your life.
My time with her was probably the highlight of my volunteering in the community. I learned much from working with her. She very much deserves this.
Thank you, Maureen, for all your work and your dedication towards women.
Well done, sister. Your baby will be in good hands.